Good morning everyone, it is Tuesday today and we are continuing to look at tally charts. So hopefully yesterday was a little recap and warm up, and today we're going to continue and make our own. So please stay tuned and we're going to do a warm up as always, introduce our bronze and silver learning, and then a challenge as well. Tally chart. So let's have a little look at Tuesday's what activities today. How many is represented here? So pause here and have a little look at what is represented. Think about what you're counting in very carefully. So number 1, these are numerical pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 in each group, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Again here, these are our tally charts, so we'll have a little look. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So there's two different ways of representing 20 there. They look very different, but we know they're both counting in 5s. And here, number 3, you know the easiest way of counting this is you know this is 5. You don't need to count them. 5, 6, 7. So well done if you got them right. Well done for warming up your brains. So let's have a go at these questions here. So here are some pencils, rulers and rubbers. So does this tally chart represent the practical resources here correctly? Have a pause here and just check whether they have done this right and whether they have represented the correct amount of resources in their tally chart. So let's start with the pencils first. On the tally chart it says there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pencils. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there should have been either no practical pencil or a 5th line through your tally chart there. There are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rubbers. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is correct. And the rulers, there's 5, 6. So 2, 4, 6. So well done, either crossing through the pencils or taking away a practical resource. So they weren't right for the pencils. So here are some lovely animals. Let's have a little look. So what I would like you to do is on a whiteboard or a piece of paper at home, it could be scrap paper, when you have sort of crossed out the horse already, then you would do 1 tally for the horse and then however many dogs you can see, and the same for the chickens, frogs and sheep. So it's just practicing your tally charts for that now. If obviously you don't want to create a chart at home, that's absolutely fine. And you don't need to pause here, you can just go through with me. Whereas if you want to do the whole tally chart, please pause here and then listen through as you've done them. So the first of all, they've got 1 horse. So the first thing you should have done at home is just drawn 1 tally. Well done. Moving on to dogs now. There are, checking the rest of the animals, there are 1, 2 dogs. So have a little go. Can you do 2 tallies? Well done. So we were right there with 2, and it should look like this. Now looking at the chickens, can you carefully count the chickens at home and do a tally? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they haven't counted these. 6, 7 chickens there are. So 4, 5 through. Now they're going on to their frogs for some reason. However, I would have put another 2 for the chickens there as well. Frogs 1, 2. Oh. 2, 3 and 4. Well done. So doing it very strangely now. And finally they are adding the other 2 chickens. Yay! Well done if you were ahead of the game and ahead of my computer as well. And finally the sheep. Pause here and count carefully the sheep, and we will do our tally chart together in a moment. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. So there they are. And there is the total amount written in the number form as well. Well done if you did that, even though my laptop was a bit slow, but well done you for being ahead of my computer. So let's have a little look at these questions now. Okay, so here, if you were counting very carefully, she did, I think, 7 jumps. Let's check the tally chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there were 7 jumps. However, have a little discussion at home if you've got people around you And think about whether this tally looks correct. What have they done wrong, or what would you do differently? If you want to draw the correct tally at home, then that would be amazing. So obviously you know that you do 4 lines downwards, and then the 5th line goes through. This is when you need to be really careful for when you're going more or above 5, you need to make sure that your 6th and 7th tally are away from your 5, because as you can see here using my mouse, that looks like 5 if you're not counting. It looks, or it should be 5. However, they have drawn their 6th one too close, and it now looks like it's included in that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so again here, another way that they've done it wrong is that they've done 6 jumps, however they have forgotten to cross their 5th through and left their 6th away from them. So we've already had a think, and hopefully you'll be able to show them how to do it correctly at home as well. So that one shouldn't be there, as we've already discussed. It needs to be away from the 5, so it's really, really clear. Now I can see there's 5 there and 6, 7, and the same here, that shouldn't be there. It should be crossed through to make your 5th. Well done. So this is our Broadsheet today, making tally charts. We would like you to draw the tally marks to represent each number for number 1. Number 2, you're looking at the diagram or picture shown for you, looking at the socks. Can you make a tally to represent the spotty, stripy and plain socks? And lastly, your last activity is drawing your own objects to create pencils and rubbers. They've already done the rulers for you, and make sure you're counting the tally chart correctly to represent the right amount of pencil and rubbers. This is our silver challenge today. So here are some shapes. Can you complete the tally chart to show how many of each shape there are? So can you name the shapes that they have shown us? Can you tally them and then total them, writing a number? It does say to compare with a partner, but just write a statement explaining how you did it, or show your grown-up or siblings at home how well you have done. Number 5 says Whitney and Teddy and Jack tally how many jumps they can do in a minute. Whitney has done hers and Teddy's and Jack's. Can you total the amount that they have done, counting their tallies? And then write a statement whether you agree with Whitney, whether she's true or false, and use the tally chart to help you. It also says, how could you improve Teddy's tallying? Hopefully you also had a little edit of Teddy's tallying, and then also tell him how he can improve that or where he went wrong. Number 6 says make your own tally chart. So this could be linking to yesterday's, whether you want to do something different. If you did how many animals you saw yesterday and tallied them up, maybe you could do something different today, different plants or flowers or trees, or as simple as different teddies or toys that you have at home. And lastly, our challenge for today. This tally chart shows 12 children have a pet dog. Is they true or false? Write a statement whether you agree or not and why.